advertisements.
Not even advertisements. It's just still setting it up.
Are we recording, Jen?
No, but let's do that. Why not?
Oh, I know.
Oh, no, I know why, because it records on Twitch. Yeah.
Twitch would say this.
Oh, cool.
No, I think I'm on the wrong Twitch channel. Is that possible?
Might be, because I'm seeing live.
I see live, yeah.
Okay. So I don't really need to be on Twitch anyway, so I'm not going to be. Hello.
Hello.
Everybody, all of our wonderful audience. Welcome to Agatha's Attic. This is No Pants Improv. We might be wearing pants.
No.
We might not be wearing pants. You'll never know. That is our goal. We've got a performance today of, again, Agatha's Attic, and this is a mystery. It's based on the amazing works of Dame Agatha Christie, who it turns out, Lord Emsworth here, also known as Mike Burgess, knew her niece.
Absolutely.
Knew Agatha Christie's
charmingly.
niece, which is amazing. So, we have insider knowledge. So if it seems like we're doing things that are not quite, what Dame Agatha would do, actually, you're wrong and we're right. So just be aware of that. And without further ado, let's get started. Oh, if there's anybody out there, hello. Can you please give us just a clue that our detective might need at some point in this mystery? And I am not actually on Twitch, so if somebody who is on Twitch can tell me what that clue might be, that would be fabulous. Anything? Anyone? Oh, I heard Hatbox. There might be a Hatbox in this show. Okay, well, we'll find out.
We also got footprint in blood in the bathroom.
Print and blood in the bathroom is also
footprint.
Footprint in blood in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. When I find the footprints in blood in the bathroom, it's usually a bad sign that something bad has happened. Mm-hmm. Just not always, but usually. Okay, and with that, without further ado, let us begin.
Glad that we're all here. I'm just going to rush up before guests arrive. Oh. Lord Emsworth certainly has. Oh,
Pemberton?
Victoria.
Ready?
Yes, ma'am. Of course we're ready.
Good. Don't want anything going wrong this weekend. It's very important for Lord Emsworth that everything goes perfectly to plan.
Of course it is, ma'am. Thank you.
Quite.
Shall I fetch you a glass of wine and allow you to set up in the conservatory, ma'am?
That'll do. Thank you very much, Pepperton.
Very good. Will it be a glass this time or just the bottle?
The bottle.
Of course it will be. Thank you, ma'am. Here we are.
Oh, hello, Pepperton. Hello.
Yes.
So nice to see you.
Yes?
No, yes. I'm so sorry. I know I've grown up quite a bit, but it's me, Cora.
Yes, how could I forget you, Miss Cora? Well, if I may be so bold as to refer to you that way.
Of course.
I remember you when you were just a little ginger-haired young lass running through the halls of Plimpington Manor.
Well, of course, though you might be thinking of my sister, we are both afflicted with the same gingerism.
Indeed. I don't think anyone here will hold it against you. I think you're blossomed into a beautiful flower of lady.
Oh, you are too kind, Mr. Pepperton. I appreciate it so very much that you speak so nicely. Tell me, am I early? Am I the first to arrive?
You are, ma'am. But don't worry, we won't let anyone know that you're first. Why don't I just take your coat and we can have you take a little brief walk.
Oh, I lost my coat. I don't have it with me. I just have this sweater, which is, I will keep on it. I like it.
Of course you will not. Perhaps I could get you a drink. You'd be welcome to wait in the butler's pantry for just a brief moment. No one will know you are here first.
That's perfect. I thank you. You're a lamb. Thanks so much. I'll see you then.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Just right there to your left.
Okay.
Thank you. I suppose I better get Lady Victoria.
Pepperton. Was that Miss Cora?
It was. I thought. It might have looked like Miss Cora, but I can assure you that it was probably just one of the housemaids.
Why, I hope it is not her, because I do not like to be anywhere where that little Ravenclaw is.
I completely understand. I'm sorry, Miss
Clementine.
Oh yes, right, Miss Clementine, of course. Yes, no, I'm quite sure Miss Cora hasn't arrived yet, but as soon as she does, I'm sure I'll let you know. Is there anything I can fetch you, my lord?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Beastly weather, right?
Indeed, sir. I'd be glad to fetch your hat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Why, Lord Emsworth, you're here too. That is an unpleasant surprise.
I wouldn't miss this party for the world. Miss Clementine?
I was told that you would not be here, or else I would not have come.
Oh, I'm sure we must be putting our bygones to be bygones, if you know what I mean.
Well,
let sleeping dogs lie and keep the skeletons in the cupboard, as it were.
well, if you call it 10-year marriage bygones, then to each his own.
It seemed like more than 10
Hello.
years, I tell you.
Hello, Lord Emsworth. It is very good to see you.
order,
It is I, the Baroness. Who was that woman? Well, it does not matter. But I must thank you from the bottom of my heart for inviting me to this, your home, your lovely home. And I'm very, 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 so very glad to hear that you are here this weekend, for I had heard that you would be abroad in
Well, I do
Germany.
have a choice of homes, as you well know. That little Swiss cottage, hey, where we first met.
Yes, I do remember, of course. But in any case, I'm very glad to be here this weekend. But I have a little question for you.
A little question? Oh,
okay.
Yes?
Who was that man?
Oh, he's a trusted servant.
Never mind, I will ask you when it is more private.
We could always nip outside on the terrace.
For now, I will just say one thing.
Oh.
Abernethy. Abernethy.
Say no more.
Baroness, so glad to have seen you arrive. I see you've brought your prized greyhounds with you.
Yes, I never travel without them.
No, that's quite all right. We've procured the necessary dry-aged sirloin that you requested. I'll make sure that I feed them the first round of it right this evening so that they calm down a moment. While I get your lunch, ma'am?
For this, I am very grateful.
Go watch it.
Oh, it is drafty in here. I thought Pepperton was to bring me some wine. I don't want anyone to see me just hiding out here like a strange little monster. And I don't know why I'm in the servants' area. I feel very, very strange. I wonder where my...
Just a moment. Calm down, your fortune. Ivan, down.
Oh,
Down.
you have quite a way with animals, Mr. Pepperton.
Indeed. Just a moment. I'll be right in.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that I was never going to get those monsters under control, Miss Cora. I nearly lost a finger.
Yes, but you seem to be quite at ease with such vicious dogs. At least I've never seen someone handle that situation quite so well.
What I learned when I was in the service, ma'am. One needs to have a firm hand with animals. You show them that you're in charge.
I must warn you, though, my sister, she shall be arriving, I hope, soon. Dinah, she's quite allergic to dogs, so there must be preparations made so that no hares should cross her path.
Well, I think that the Baroness will be keeping her greyhounds in the stables, and we should be quite all right, I'm imagining. I think that the rest of the guests are here, though I must warn you that that hateful woman, Miss Clementine, is here. Perhaps I better get you a quiet glass of wine just to
Please.
your nerves.
Miss Clementine is she's an enemy of my sister's, and she quite confuses me with her. And I don't understand it, for I've never been unkind to her in my life. In fact, I like her, I think, a little bit. She's very funny.
Yes, no, she is very funny. No one would accuse her of being particularly bright. Shall we? Why don't we go around to the other entrance that should lead us out into the conservatory?
You are clever. You are a clever one.
Pepperton?
Just a moment, ma'am.
Pepperton?
I'll be right there. Yes, ma'am. I'm right here with the bottle of wine that you requested.
Dear Pepperton, have the Marling Wests arrive, either Miss Cora or Miss Marigold? We're all so anxious to see them.
Oh, yes. Miss Cora did arrive, and Dinah Marigold is on her way, I believe.
Well, after the little trouble with Miss Cora at the last house party, I would really love to have the pair. Pepperton.
I understand. Ma'am, perhaps I should just leave this with you.
Please do. See you.
Very good, ma'am.
Ta-ta.
Lady Victoria, I must speak with you. My room is far too small.
Oh, darling, I'll be right in. Do give me just a moment.
Pepperton has not moved my luggage either. It's starting out to be a horrid weekend.
Miss Clementine, I am so sorry to hear it. Pepperton has been with my husband's family for years, but sometimes that man, I tell you, I don't know if I can bear it. But again, please run your concerns by him. I don't deal with matters of staff. And what is it that you needed? A fireplace? Some caviar? I'm sorry.
I would like some caviar, yes.
Hello,
Miss
Miss Victoria.
So glad you could join us.
It is wonderful to see you. And Miss Clementine, I feel I have seen you before. But in any case, I'm just looking for Spatsy. Is my greyhound, one of my greyhounds. Have you seen the little dog?
Oh, did you bring dogs with you? No, I haven't heard a thing of them.
Right.
Perhaps they're out in the stables with the other dogs or in my husband's library.
I remember those dogs. They stink.
Oh, Miss Clementine, there are those of us who are just never happy, and there are those of us who choose to perhaps find a thing or two to appreciate. And well, we're so glad and so appreciative you could join us. We would love to have you enjoy yourself a bit and maybe let loose a bit,
I shall try. I am going to find my luggage and join you for dinner.
Lady Victoria,
Yes.
there is something I must. Oh, I will tell it another time.
Joe, darling Joe. Hello.
Howdy, y'all. I've been over here and just waiting for some help with my luggage. Okay, there we go.
Pepperton?
Miss Watterson?
Yes.
Excellent. No, I saw your saddlebags there on the porch. I'm just trying to move Miss Clementine's luggage. I'm afraid I'm going to need to get the hand truck.
Good God, saddlebags? I thought you were making fun of my weight for a second there.
Oh, no, of course not. No, I
Okay.
rather admired them, There's nothing like worn Texas leather in the hand. It'd be a pleasure to carry them to your room, ma'am.
Pepperton, I believe the Baroness is looking for a dog. Did she bring a dog or something?
Oh, yes. No, she brought 5 of them. As a matter of fact, they're all eating some of the sirloin that she had asked me to make sure that I had ready in the stables, ma'am.
Dogs eating
That's right.
sirloin. This place really doesn't change, does it?
No, Miss Watson, it is nothing but the finest. I'm afraid I'm going to need a little bit of assistance in moving Miss Clementine's trunk.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sure. I'll roll my sleeves up. I'll help you out.
I couldn't possibly ask you, Miss Watterson. You're a guest.
That would be utterly inappropriate, darling. Please come with me. We'll take you to the conservatory. Pepperton will come along in time and pour us a glass of wine, and we'll catch up. And if you wish to prepare yourself for dinner, please head on upstairs to the green room.
All right. Well, I'll do some preparing. If that involves, maybe some whiskey, then we're good to go.
Some whiskey could be arranged, ma'am, in this moment.
Next thing you know, we'll be in Scotland.
Oh, that was a good time, wasn't it?
Yes. Very good, everyone.
It has to be done. Absolutely has. I had to invite them all. Just how I can get some of them on board with my latest project. It's very important, very, very important that nothing goes wrong. The family fortunes are at stake here. Family fortunes. Oh, is that my darling wife coming there?
Be right in, dear. I'll be right in. Just a moment. It's so important, darling, that everything go right this weekend. And Miss Clementine, I'm so glad you could pop in.
Fine.
Lady Victoria, I had hoped to speak with Lord Emsworth privately.
I'm sure you did, but anything you need to say to my husband, you can say in front of me, I'm sure, right, darling?
The two ladies of my life, eh? What are the chances of that?
On second thought, I believe I hear Pepperton is in need of some assistance again.
Fine, the Lord Emsworth. I'll get straight to the point. I have fallen on hard times.
Darling.
I am short on funds, and I was hoping that you could write me a check for $1 million.
Oh, $1 million. Coming up.
What? Thank you. I didn't
think
expect.
I'm mad. goodness gracious me! You're not the only one in having problems with. Oh gosh, you were always good with money. I mean, what's happened?
Well, my current husband, he's taken up gambling, and I gamble a little bit myself on the Mississippi River boats, and I came all the way here to, well, that was my motive. I confess it wasn't your very small rooms. No.
Look, it does appear that we possibly could be sailing on the same boat, if you catch my drift.
Oh,
Victoria. She has this habit of spending money unnecessarily, you know?
oh.
Not just a little here and there, but the family fortune is disappearing before my very eyes. I don't know what to do.
Well, I am sorry to hear that, and I think I might have wasted my time.
No, not at all. You were always very good for the schemes in life, if you catch my drift.
Well, that is true.
Hmm.
That is very true.
And I have one in mind. I think we need to go somewhere more private.
Hello. Hello, Lord Emsworth. Pepperton. And Miss Clement.
Oh, no.
Everybody is always here. Never mind. I am still looking for the dogs. But Lord Emsworth, you and I have an appointment, and I would like to speak with you soon.
Of course.
Right, yes.
I'm terribly sorry, my lord. I didn't mean to walk in on you. I just wanted to make sure that you had Lady Victoria's jewelry bill.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I heard you all talking back here. I've been standing in the hallway waiting for someone to attend me for it seems like ages. Pepperton, will you please grab my bags and put them to the room that I'm to be staying in? I don't understand what is going on, but there is egregious lack of service here.
Well, very good, ma'am. I think the terrace room should be free since I've had to move Miss Clementine's bags to the ballroom.
I'm sorry, you mean to put me in the terrace room? That tiny little closet? Oh, Uncle Emsworth, please tell him that I stay in the master room. I'll stay with my sister.
Cora, Dinah, I keep on getting you two mixed up. Yes.
Happens all the time.
I'll attend to you later.
All right.
Very good, my lord. If you'll just take Lady Victoria's jewelry bill for this month. And Miss Clementine, as I was saying, I'd moved your things into the ballroom. I'm afraid it's the only room in the house big enough for everything.
Why, Pepperton, you are a treasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Perhaps we shall dance later.
Darling, I'm
Hey,
so glad you made it.
If it isn't my lady.
To be alone with you again, my darling.
Look, I'm going to drop the phony accent. You know why I'm here. I'm in love with you, and something has to change, like soon.
Oh, but darling, you know I could never leave the lifestyle to which I've become accustomed. It's just that Lord Emsworth and his fortune really keep me quite, up with the times. And I do love you, darling, I do. But what would it look like to everyone really if I left him while he was still alive? I just, the optics.
We've talked about the plans. You're the object of my affection. Doesn't love matter to you more than...
Oh, hello, Auntie. Hello there. What a tidy little meeting you two are having. Cozy little bunch, aren't we?
Yeah, I was just looking for some extra bedding. Yeah, 'cause my pillow is a little too firm.
I'm sorry to have wandered in on you. I didn't mean to intrude. I was looking for my dear sister. Have you seen Cora?
I believe I saw her heading to the washroom upstairs when last I was there, although that was quite I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour ago. You know, I'm so glad that you could both make it because there was that little kerfuffle last time. But you two, really, you're my favorite relatives, honestly. And you know,
Auntie, please, let's be discreet. We don't need to mention the incident, and then I don't need to mention how cozy you and Mr. Waterston look, right?
Miss.
It's okay. I get that quite a bit. But yeah, it's
You
missed.
Americans don't have boundaries, right? That's what I've
Yeah. Oh, no, of course we have boundaries. Plenty of them. I would never do anything weird.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Darling Dinah, welcome to my home. You know,
Well,
and
thank you, my
I
lady.
do. I wish you the best of luck finding your sister. She can be so, I don't know, not quite as quick-witted as you are.
Toodaloo then. Bye-bye.
Darling, I must.
Hello. It is I, Baroness Olga Petrovsky. I'm just looking for my dogs. However, I did hear something very interesting just now. It sounds like you two are having a little bit of loving, a little bit of illicit loving. And it does sound like this Cora person is not very friendly.
What loving? I have no idea what you're talking about with loving. There's we're simply hating in here.
What's that, Pemberton? Oh, I'm sorry, ladies. I'll be, must be.
I just want to tell you that I am on your side. This Dinah person, if you have any trouble with her, you just come to me. No problem.
All right, I will definitely keep that in mind. I appreciate it.
Now I would like to find my dogs.
Yeah, me too.
Oh dear, I heard something very terrible. What could it be?
Baroness, did you hear that? My God, I can't imagine where that scream would have come from. I'll be right there.
My sister, my dear sister, who would have harmed her? I cannot fathom. Oh God. Oh.
Dinah, I can't hear you, darling.
Who has done it? Who has done it? Who has murdered my dear sweet Cora?
I don't know. I saw the footprint in the bathroom and I screamed.
I came as quickly as I could, ma'am.
You're all murderers.
Cora
is dead.
It can't be. Cora!
I'm sure you'll benefit from that, Dinah.
You are an awful snake, aren't you? Oh, good God, there's so many motives here. I look around and I see,
I'm just so distraught.
Look at you. So oily, you with your jewelry expenditures and such, and your secret dalliances. I don't think I'm not onto you. And Pepperton, where have you been all evening? Not there to help me with my luggage, not there to hand me a glass of wine upon arrival, probably off murdering my dear sweet sister.
That's preposterous. How dare you make such an accusation? I've known you since you were a girl. Have you seen the size of Miss Clementine's trunks?
Stop! I can't.
I've lost my head.
I've just found a dead body in my home, and it's Dinah's sister and Pepperton. You've known Cora her whole life, and let's not start fighting amongst one another now.
You're so right. I'm so sorry, Aunt. I lost my head. It was the shock and the grief. I could not contain myself, but I will go lay down, and I will.
My lord, please don't. Be careful.
What on earth is going on?
Lord Uncle, my dear sister has been murdered.
Yes.
Oh, come. Murdered, you say?
My lord, I must.
Where?
She's right over there, sir. Face down on the ground.
Oh, good goodness.
Sir, I must.
Going to make a terrible mess on the carpet.
Well, she.
Darling, what do you make of this trail of footprints from the washroom? I don't understand what's happened here.
I think I might have an answer about what's happened. You see, I'm afraid this has gone missing from the garden. I found it under Miss Cora. It's one of the gardener's machetes. So.
Is that going to be important evidence? Oh, Victoria.
Yes, I think it rather might be.
Hey, what the Sam hell's going on here?
Well, this,
You've got a knife and there's a body?
no. Yes, ma'am. It's a bit of an explanation that's required. You see, I'm afraid Miss Cora might have met an unfortunate end, and it seems this might have been the reason why.
My darling niece.
Oh, okay. Is there a reason why you stabbed her?
How dare you make such an accusation? I was downstairs in the butler's pantry up until this very moment that this thing happened. How do you think anyone was going to be preparing the duck à l'orange tonight?
Yeah. I don't want any trouble, okay?
And it's Cora, you say. It's not Dinah.
No, sir. Unfortunately, it is Cora. I know she was your
always
favorite niece.
Mixed up, if you know what I mean. Very similar.
Yes,
It's
no,
the ginger hair.
quite. No, Lady Cora was always everyone's favorite.
Hello.
Everyone's darling.
Hello. I am looking. Oh dear.
How?
This is not.
Excuse me.
This body is dead.
Indeed. Baroness, if you could just step to one side, I don't want you to get any blood on your bejeweled gown.
Is
I
that
am not worried about the blood on my bejeweled gown. Bejeweled yet.
why is there blood on your gown, Baroness?
Yes, I'm noticing that it's actually on another little section of the hem that wasn't where you just walked through her footprint.
Yeah, I don't quite think you've been stepping in blood unless you've taken your shoes off.
Are you making an accusation?
I'm just merely noticing that there's blood on the other side of your hem. It certainly looks rather rust-colored to me.
I will not lower myself to this accusation, but I will say you have.
Pemberton, attend me in my bedroom at once.
You do have your own problem.
Excuse me.
Well,
Joe Waterston. Waterton, I'm looking for you.
No, and I'm coming. Just give me a second. Good golly. All hell's breaking loose.
Well, really, what kind of hell do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Why, no.
Like there's a dead body up there.
Why, who could that be?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I saw Pepperton holding a butcher knife.
Not Pepperton. Why, this is most unfortunate. I got to tell you though, I was talking to Lady Cora last night, and you know how I was going to ask her for money because Lord Emsworth refused me? He implied that he did not have the funds. Well, Miss Cora said, no, we can't run off together, Miss Joe.
Well, why exactly is that? I mean, come on, there's many reasons to.
Why, love might be reason enough, but I don't know how we will fund our lifestyle without funds.
Oh, so much is revealed here in this awful scene. So, Joe Waterston, you have many, many irons in the fire. And you, Miss Clementine, you solicited money from me and my family, apparently.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
No, you're getting it all wrong. Nothing's happening here. We were talking about the big issue, which is a dead body.
Do not condescend to me. I am no fool. I may not have been as smart or as sweet as young Cora, and I certainly am more brash, and I am prone to eavesdropping, but I am no fool. I know there is a scheme afoot, especially because I received this letter that says there is a scheme afoot, and if you do not comply with our demands for money, you are next to be murdered.
What on earth?
One of you.
What are you trying to say, Miss Dinah? That one of us is a murderer, one of the guests here?
Oh, I mean, most certainly. I mean, of course.
Well,
Unless it was the dogs.
Not me. You can see that letter is written in cursive, and you know I cannot write in cursive.
Oh, that's so impossible to disprove because you can simply affect being unable to write in cursive.
Well, I don't even understand those words. I would never be able to scheme something like that.
I do take your point on that. Yes, Miss Clementine. What would you, Miss oily, money-grubbing young woman, what would you like to say?
I would like to say that you are the rudest lady I've ever heard.
Yes, the good one, Cora, has been killed. So now you deal with me, Dinah, and I will not spare you a single harsh word if I feel the need.
Now, wait a minute, because I'm going to make sure you don't spare any of those words, okay? Not to someone as wonderful as this.
You would like me to spare them, but that's fine. I understand you. So she's so wonderful. Tell me, how would my aunt feel about you calling her wonderful? Oh,
Wonderful in a friend way.
Oh, okay. And Baroness, where I see that you've got blood all over your dress. That's extremely, extremely suspicious. What accounting of that?
I do not see why I need to do an accounting of this.
Oh, just because that my sister's been murdered. Good Lord, are you all crazy? This is most taxing.
You excuse me, I need a drink.
I'm sure.
Has anybody seen my dogs or Lord Emsworth? I need Lord Emsworth.
Well, I'm sorry. You were looking for your dogs. I believe they're in the stable, but I would like an accounting of the blood on your dress. Please.
I really do not understand. All right, I will tell you. I was in the stable looking for my dogs, and my dogs, they are not in the stable. I was in the stable, and there is a horse. The horse has been killed, and there is blood everywhere.
In what manner?
I do not know why. I did not hear.
In what manner was the horse killed? That's
The head, it was slit. The neck was slit. And there's blood everywhere. I do not understand it. And my dogs, they are nowhere to be seen. I am beginning to be worried.
Was this just a simple working horse, or was it one of the prize stallions?
Well, I assume it is. I did not consider. It must have been a prize stallion.
That is
because the working horses, they are kept in the working horse stable, and my dogs, they would never be in the working horse stable.
If I were you, I would check the working horse stable for your dogs.
My lord,
it's not a bad idea.
My lord, I've arranged for the conservatory to be a quiet place where we can meet. I have to tell you, you asked me to make sure that I kept a close eye on Lady Victoria. I have done
Yes.
so, and I saw her alone in a romantic way with Miss Joe.
I knew it. I knew it. There's more here afoot
I believe
than
my
meets the eye.
Indeed, yes. I never trusted that woman from the moment that you married her. I always felt that something was just that she was that there was something false behind that beautiful face, if I may say so, sir.
She did have her attractive points. You must remember,
Yes, she
especially
has attractive.
wearing that jewelry. How
Yes,
was I to know it wasn't hers?
it's not your fault, my lord. Even the snake can have beautiful scales.
Very true. And some of them venomous.
Indeed. It's just I fear that I fear that what happened to Miss Cora may have been intended for others in the family.
I see.
I think we need to keep a very close eye on things. Just do stick close, sir. I'll do my best to protect you.
Hello.
Ah, Baroness, I believe I heard your dogs in the back gardens. They were chasing a rabbit. I believe they caught it. If you just follow the fur, I'm sure you'll find them.
Thank you very much, Pepperton.
You're very
Now,
welcome.
I just saw Lord Emsworth here a moment ago.
Yes, we were reviewing.
I think he is avoiding me.
Oh no! Well, we were just reviewing some difficult matters of the household, and of course, there's the scandal about what happened with poor Miss Cora. We have to keep that quiet, you know. I wouldn't want anyone's reputation to be damaged.
Pepperton, let me be clear. Since Lord Emsworth is avoiding me, I will tell you. Abernethy. That's right. The note has become due, and we will not wait any longer. We need our money. I do not care if there is a dead body on the floor or a dead horse in the stables. We need our money, and you must tell Lord Emsworth that we will not wait.
Baroness, ja proszę говорить по-русски. Da stronia, da skola, da stalta, da Lord Emsworth Turkoya.
Pierogi Moscow Kiev. That is all I have to say.
Da, spasibo.
That, my lord, I thought I heard something from the window that sounded like Russian, and the word Abernathy. Certainly something worthy of following up on. And in here, of course, no one to be found. Everybody's made themselves scarce now that my dear sister's dead. Makes perfect sense that I should be left alone to wander the grounds.
Stein. I hardly expected to find you here. I was just on my way to see Lord Emsworth in his chamber.
Yes, you are so attentive, aren't you, Pepperton? So attentive that you would learn his native Russian.
I'm sorry, Lord Emsworth's native Russian?
Oh,
I can assure you he's very British, through and through, your uncle. No, I was practicing. I was stationed in the Crimea in the service.
I'd like to ask you, Pepperton, to please gather everyone in the parlor for me and let them know that I have come to a very stunning realization about this murder.
I don't know what, I suppose we,
Abbott
I'll make that arrangement, ma'am.
Pepperton.
Very, very good.
My Lady Victoria.
You know, before we're joined by anyone else, I must ask, what's happening between you two? Hello, darling. But Miss Clementine and Miss Watterson, you seem to have quite an interesting relationship.
What are you talking about? I barely know her.
I've seen you canoodling.
Canoodling? What does that even mean?
That's what I'd like to know.
Sounds like an Italian dish.
Laugh.
You know,
Anybody know why we've been called into this room at this juncture?
Hello,
Not a clue, darling.
I have arrived. What is it that we are doing?
We are waiting only on Pepperton then. Pepperton, do join us.
Yeah, ma'am, I just was getting everyone together into the parlor as you'd requested.
Thank you so much.
Revelation to share about dear Miss Cora and her unfortunate demise. I'd hate to have sort of a scandal curse the family with what had happened.
Yes, of course, that is my greatest wish, is to avoid scandal, but I have, in fact, detected amongst us a killer, a cold-blooded one at that. You ask me how, and I will tell you the following clues. 1. Miss Clementine is not really an American. I traced with the passport office, and she is in fact a Brit, and one who has been residing in this immediate country for some years now. That means that she has a long-standing association with my dear uncle, Lord Emsworth, who, as we know, emigrated from Russia secretly at the start of World War I. Yes.
It's very surprising.
And now that was a scandal that ignited the passions of both Pepperton, the MI5 agent in disguise, and Baroness Olga Petrovsky, a true and literal mobster, here to extort both Lord Emsworth and, if possible, Lady Victoria May, my dear aunt. Now, my dear aunt has been very, very preoccupied, unfortunately, as of late, with her affair with the tawdry Joe Waterston, the inept cattle rancher / true American of the bunch, who spends most of his time dithering. Whoever.
I believe she is a she, but they may be a they. I do not understand these things.
She is a she. I'm sorry. Let me be clear. She has dithered everyone here in attendance, essentially, including my sweet sister Cora. That's a secret romance.
This can't be true.
Hmm.
It can't.
So you see, all of you had some secret to hide, but why Cora, right? Well, unfortunately, Cora had been writing a book about this web of intrigue, one that would deeply, deeply scandalize this family and probably cause the disinheritance of myself and my sister. That would be a real problem for someone so desperately in need of money, which is all of you.
Oh no, darling. Lord Emsworth has, his trust fund, and
Oh, no.
no quite.
Allow me to
Yes,
disabuse
yes,
you of that. Go ahead, Uncle.
You're a Russian?
Yeah.
So
I am
you're
Russian.
sleeping with everyone? I don't.
If I may explain. No, go ahead, Lord Emsworth.
Look, my family was exceedingly well placed in Petersburg.
Mm-hmm.
But after the 1914 uprising, we had to do something. We had to escape. they were turning everyone to the mob. So I went to I went to Abernathy in Scotland, in Great Britain. I couldn't understand a word they were saying, Scottish being Scottish, but I did know a little bit of English, so I feigned being an English lord. It was then that I met Miss Clementine.
Yes.
We had a good life together for a while. That's my only. That's my only. Oh, I have lost money. You're right. I have lost money, but to murder someone? No, not me.
Your own niece, too. No, I don't believe it was you, Uncle. I don't believe it at all. And I don't believe it was you, Miss Clementine, despite your many, many lies and perfidies.
What a pity. Well, I suppose you could get to round to the evidence part of things, Miss Dinah.
Oh, Pepperton, I was so hoping you would spur me in that direction. As you well know, there is ample evidence. One, a gruesomely murdered horse in the stables with its head cut off.
Horrible.
Two, a threatening note written in cursive left in my bedroom. Three, rather uniquely, a machete as the murder weapon. And four, a bloody footprint leaving the bathroom. Well, it took me a while to puzzle it all together, but I eventually came to the following conclusions. Baroness Olga, on the pretense of looking for her dogs, which she knew well were in the common horse stable, murdered most gruesomely the horse, but she could not get all of the tendons severed, so she called upon her accomplice, Pepperton, who was out there just carving away with the machete, and when he attempted to ferret it back into the house, he was discovered by Lady Cora, who was still waiting in the butler's pantry for her glass of wine. It was then that Joe Waterston, sensing the need to cover up for what he conceived to be Lady Victoria May's crime,
Let's be clear. She is a she, not a he.
I say that
I do
I'm
not
doing-
know why we are listening to this story.
I'm so sorry. It's
exactly
I'm
what
muddled.
it is.
I'm muddled.
Story.
Yes, I'm so sorry. She, sensing the need to cover up for Lady Victoria, put the note in cursive in my room, attempting to throw me off on the wrong trail. But I knew it was Pepperton from the moment I saw that he had blood all over the bottom of one of his shoes, because he attempted to wash it off in the bathroom, but instead left the footprint. And why? British government. He's an assassin, and my sister was also a spy for Russia.
You horrible woman. You knew exactly what we were doing, trying to end the entire false Emsworth line. Right, with the, they'd been traitorous to our Russian comrades, and all of them. I understand all of them were in horrible debt. You've caught me very well.
You played both governments very well, Pepperton, and I never should have suspected, except that I knew Cora's secret, that she was also a spy. So I knew right away that should there be a murder, it would be you, the highly placed agent in the house.
You know, it all makes perfect sense. You see, I was sent on 2 missions. One from the Russian part of the government to end the entire Emsworth line for having defected in the first place. And of course, to also make sure on the Russian side of things that their funds were returned back to their government. The only way I could accomplish that, of course, was murder.
Dinah, darling, I don't understand. What? Pemberton? Baroness? But, oh, God.
All right. Don't worry, ma'am. You'll never take me alive.
Yeah, I want to see this.
Pemberton. No, Pemberton. Oh,
Certainly, I'm not going
who's
to
going to
get
get me a drink now?
Oh,
Oh. That was uncalled for.
Another messy carpet. Oh.
As you know, I'm now the sole heiress to the vast majority of the family wealth, so I'm going to bed.
Dinah, darling.
Good night.
well, there are many bodies here, including a horse. I think that I will take my leave.
I can't look at any of you. I'm disgusted.
Victoria.
No.
Victoria.
No. No, I won't hear it, darling. I won't. I won't. I'm off. This is over. I hate all of you. I hate you.
Wow. All right. Clementine, what do you say we go to the laundry room?
I would love that.
All right. Okay, let's do that.
Guess I'm just going to have to find another butler.
And scene. Woo! Pepperton.
Easy, the butler did it.
The butler did it. The butler did it. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you all for watching. No Pants Improv. We're here Wednesdays and Thursdays. No, I just made up the Thursdays. We're here Wednesdays and Sundays. Same channel, same time. And come back because it's fun and you can. Yay. Bye.